How's everybody doing today? Our little pre-market ideas we're having today. Oddly enough, one I see today is Walmart. We'll do a little bit of looking over on Walmart and some funny things it might be doing. It's funny, this past week I've been just making these small clips here going over ideas and thoughts on the market, but I've generally just been covering some of the more well-known items that are on the exchange. However, I'm willing to take a look at anything. I usually look at what I'm kind of into, and then for example's sake, I generally try to take a look at the more common, well-known items. So, of course, after you hit the like and subscribe, if you love how I have a funny way of looking at the market, and if I'm at least funny to you in some ways and give you a smile and something to laugh about as your day goes by, give me a comment, say, hey man, look at this crazy thing. What do you think about this? Have you ever seen something like this? I'll holler back at you. I'll make a video on it, I love engagement with the audience. I'll just leave it at that, because as you all well and know well now, after been watching a lot of my driving and talking videos and watching a couple of my streams and any of the clips put out, y'all know I love this subject matter and I love to chit chat. So feel free to talk. That's all I'm putting out there. I'm an open book. As funny as that may seem, and as cliche as that may sound, a lot of people aren't. I am, however. It's interesting because I have nothing to hide. Some people, they got their millions, so they tend to hide. I have not reached that level yet, so there's nothing to hide on me. But enough of that rant nonsense I went on. Walmart. I'm looking at Walmart this morning, and I was looking at the computer at the house, and oddly enough, this is very zoomed out right here. This is a weekly candle. This is like the past, what is it? I would say this is almost a year on price action here. This is pretty much for the past 52 weeks right here, what you're looking at. So for the past year, you've gone from 47 all the way up to 71. Wow. Kudos on you. That is like, you have nearly doubled your money on just buying Walmart a year ago today. So the market has been very favorable to Walmart. Is it because Walmart's getting more valuable? Could be. I think Walmart has already shown its value. I talked about this in my last Walmart analysis video a few weeks ago. Walmart has shown its value to the world. So now, when I come to the chart, so to speak, looking at Walmart, I tend to focus more on what traders are doing on it than it as a company. We know it's strong, we know it's viable, we know it's not going to zero. Okay, so any short that we take on it would be a quick in and out, so to speak. And it's dangerous shorting strong companies. Just ask all the people who shorted Tesla for years. What? You thought there wasn't people you thought everybody was buying Tesla? Please. come on now. The only way things to move like that is if you have goofy shorters in the market. There was so many short calls and options on that thing. It was ridiculous. Anybody and everybody that hated that Elon Musk guy and his company was shorting his stock because they knew that he had all his value tied up in that stock. And I'm talking about old news now, old story, but you know, a lot of people were shorting that thing, and it just kept ripping up. It probably went twice as higher than it needed to, only because of the fact that people were shorting it. And the market is going to go where the money is. So if everybody keeps trying to excuse me, if everybody keeps trying to sell off something and short something, the market does what? It's crazy, but the market's going to do the opposite of what you think it's going to do. So if everybody is selling off and shorting something, the market is going to keep going up to take their money, because they have their ouch moments where they have it up above. You know, if it goes higher, then they lose money. An example, right now I try to short Walmart. Say I try to short Walmart today at $70. Okay, I open up a position. Hey, Walmart's going down. I think Walmart's going to go down to $20. So I open it up and I set my parameters. Walmart down to $20, and my stop will be at $80. If it goes up to $80, I lose $1 million. If it goes down to $20, I make $10 million. Okay? Or whatever, $5 million, you know. So you got people out there that are making trades like that. So what's the market going to do? Is the market going to reward them with $5 million by going down to $20? More likely than not, it's just going to go up to $80. Why? Because there's money up there. That's $1 million up there, which is nothing in the market, I'll be honest with you. But this is just an example. It's going to go up and take that money at $80. It's going to entice them to keep their position open, and then it's just going to sneak up there and grab it. And next thing you know, that guy is sweating, and he's going to close his trade at a minus $400,000 loss. That's what happens every second, every minute the market's open. That is going on. I'm telling you, that is happening all the time. You can see it in the charts. Even on a smaller level, if you're going into the market with small money, you still see it happening because the algorithm's ticking in and it's going after all the small time people. Okay? That's where the biggest thing, when you got to watch out between robots and people. You know, when you have a small account, the algorithm easily nabs you, because the algorithm can move any which way it wants quickly, and it doesn't make gigantic, disgusting maneuvers. You know, it doesn't take Walmart from $70 down to $5 in 2 seconds. You know, you don't have to worry about that kind of crap happening, because them kind of glitchy moments don't happen but once or twice in your life. But what it does do is it takes it from 71 to 69. It'll do that in a second, you know. So when you're playing like with small count and you're keeping your everything so tight and close like that, that's how the algorithm can be set against you, because it's just constantly trying to grab as much money as it can, both ways, up, down, up, down, up, down, within any particular consolidation range, working towards its goal of going in the direction where the majority of the money is at. A numbers game, so to speak. Too bad we can't see the numbers, right? You can't let people see the numbers. If you let people see how much money is on the table on anything, the game would be up. Because then as a trader, you would be able to come in and you would be able to see, oh, there's like $5 billion worth of money to be stolen down here, but there's only 5 million to be stolen up here. You would know right away then that the market is going to go down and take that money, that 5 billion. More so than it would that 5 million. So you would just place your positions accordingly. That's kind of how that works. I'm going on a bit of a rant today, but what interests me on Walmart is you have to be uber careful attempting to take a down position on Walmart because it's so strong. Because here on the daily, it's interesting enough, we see this gap here, which was formed in May, in the middle of May. And we see that gap there. Gaps tend to get recovered. So that's an area of interest to say, okay, it could go down here. Now, if you're wanting to go down on the position, do you want to go down right here? Well, I don't know. You're kind of having a little swing right here. This could be a reversal to make another high. I necessarily wouldn't take a straight up down position right here. That would not be wise, in my humble opinion, and just my experience of watching price. It would be more wise to set your sells up here, 72, 73, 75, 77, and then have your take profit down here. Why am I thinking that? Intuition? I don't know. Sixth sense? Maybe. But generally because I'm thinking that a lot of traders right now that are looking at Walmart on the daily, their eyes are glowing green with greed on thinking that this simple gap here is going to get recovered. A lot of people trade to the gap. Okay? Yeah, I want that gap to be filled. We want to fill that gap. Okay, there's an opportunity to trade to that gap. But is that opportunity right now? I don't know. You have broken this daily trend here, this small trend. But you also have a larger trend in play here, which you have not broken yet. See how that works? See how interesting that is? That just blew your mind, didn't it? You can have multiple trend lines on price action at any one time. This is considered a small trend right here. Beautiful small trend. What happened? It broke. Where did it break down to? It broke down to this previous trend line. If you zoom out on the weekly, look at that. Isn't that crazy? That's the big mama of all trend lines. Well, that wasn't that clean. Big mama of all trend lines. So you might want to play it to the $50 area and recover that gap there in the middle. But I'm not even looking to play this down until we break that big mama weekly trend. I'm telling you. Let the market tell you what it's going to do. Don't just come into the market and do what you want to do. Let the market show you the signs of what is motivating it. What's it thinking about? You know. Well, it gives you clues. Day in, day out, it gives you clues. Walmart is a perfect example of having the patience to sit on your hands and just wait until you see that trend break. Okay? See, look at that. Past 4 hours, we just ripped up. I'm telling you. Wait till you see that trend broke, then take it on. But that's kind of all I have today. Just a quick look at our Johnson & Johnson. Beautiful, beautiful. We covered this yesterday. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This trend on the daily is broken. We are taking option down on this bad boy. And this is going to be a very nice one to watch. Most likely, our take profit on our option right here to stop out any short traders, and right here to stop out any long traders here. I apologize. Right here to stop out long traders, and then down here to stop out other long traders. Those would be our two take profit moments. Only because we would be taking it because of this round trip maneuver in play. That's going to take a long time to play out. This is going to be like a 5-6 month option here. This is going to take time to play out. But it's looking juicy at the moment. Peace and love, and I will talk to everybody later.